Yo, what is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, X Rotation, however the flip you know me in these interwebs. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys a quick preview of what to expect going into, well, all of EWC. I'm not going to do day by day, that's just too much. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed the intro. So let's look at the CDL Gamepedia page and see what's going on with EWC. I'm going to do, just to let you guys know, my top 8. This is what the bracket looks like on the website. So as you guys can see, tons of information. Everything's accurate and up to date. So that's why I'm on the website. Well, I'll go, I guess, in order. So, of course, you obviously have Faze, Abizi, Cell, Simp, Draws, Crowder, RJ, Optic, our champs winners, right? Shotzi, Dashi, Hook, Merc, Karma, and JP. The second place runners up at champs, that being the Vancouver Surge, Abuza, 04, Nasty, Neptune, and Coach Rambo. Boston Breach, the third place team of champs, Snoopy, Cammy, Wake, Purge, Shawnee, and Magic. Didn't know Magic was the coach of Breach. Shout out to him. Then we have our fourth place team, Heretics, of course, Metals, Real, Rancor, Super, Methods, and Seiko. And then fifth through sixth, we of course have Movie Star KOI, that being Kleenex, Insight, Joe Deceivs, Abe, the new pickup in place of Beans, Flux, and Joe. And Movie Star KOI, as some of you guys may know, is just the parent company of Ultra. Faze, I guess their roster placement is based on the fact they won EWC. Then we have 7th through 8th at champs, that of course being the number one team in the CDL all year long, 100 Thieves, with Ghosty, Scrap, Hydra, Envoy, Shane, and Sender. No changes there, even though some of the community were like, oh. Then we have our 9th seed, of course, that being G2 or Rokkr, as they're commonly referred to in the CDL. That being Nero, Geo, Estriel, Kenny, Looney, and Alex. Then we have our 10th seed, that of course being Cloud9, Sib, Kremp, Spart, Gwyn, Accuracy, and Arian. And then we have our 11th seed, that being the Gentlemates, Kismet, Lunars, Johnny, Diamond Con, D-Real, Mark EB, and Mayhem. Damn, they got 3 coaches? What the hell? 3 coaches and like 5 wins is crazy, bro. Anyways, we have the Falcons, another team with 2 wins on the season. Exnant, Pred, RC's TJ, and Coach Clay, my GOAT, Mr. 3 Rings. Then we have the winners of the DreamHack Open, Mamba, Vivid, Craze, Mac, and Rayless. And then Rickster, I guess is how you pronounce it. Anyways, they won Challengers Champs, so they're the number 1 amateur team. Also, some of you guys may be asking, Chris, where the hell are the Carolina, London, whatever they're called, Royal Ravens? Yeah, those guys, they goofed. Contracts expired. EWC rules state you can only replace 1 player. TJ and Gwen both left, and Rex had an expiring contract. So, in short, they were overcooked. Looking at our second place team from the Challengers Finals, we of course have Proloot, Standy, Brack, Yuli, Coach Atura, Coach Major Maniac, and then Joker. Looking at our third place seed, we have Team War, which is Assault, Two Real, Neum, Bank, and Viaz as the coach. Viaz, I believe, coached LAG last year, if you guys didn't know. And then our fourth place team from Challengers Champs is Bance, Harry, Mythics, and Beans. Beans is replacing somebody, maybe Hixie. And then the team that's replacing Carolina is Five Fears. So this is Exceed, Hixie, Fire, Capsidal, who got dropped from C9, Josh, Exotic, and Pug. And that's all of our teams. So omit Brooklyn. Their spot got loaned to Project 7, which is Proloot's team. Okay. Carolina Royal Ravens replaced by Five Fears due to roster ineligibility, which is what I talked about before. So, of course, these are the CDL teams and their parent orgs. So, Faze, Atlanta Faze is now Faze Clan. Cloud9 New York is now Cloud9. Las Vegas Falcons is now Team Falcons. LAG Mates is now Gentlemates. LA Thieves is now 100 Thieves. Miami Heretics is now Team Heretics. Minnesota Rokkr is now G2. Optic Texas is now Optic Gaming. And Toronto Ultra, as I mentioned before, is Movie Star KOI. So, hope you guys kept up with all that. Basically, at EWC, the branding reverts. So, it goes from being the CDL branding to all of the overarching parent orgs branding. So, looking at winners round 1, we of course have Optic taking on Five Fears, that being Cap, Exceed, Fire, Hixie, etc. I expect them to win this pretty decisively, move on to winners round 2. Then we have G2 taking on Cloud9. Let's see, Cloud9 with Sib, Kremp, Spart, Gwyn, accuracy is the coach, versus Kenny and them. Man, you guys know I really believe in this Minnesota Rokkr team, but I feel like Cloud9 just got a lot better. Dempsey's going to love this take. But I have Cloud9 making it through. I have them getting a 3-2. Game 5, Heart Attack Rokkr. Couldn't be any other way, right? So I think it's going to be a 3-2 for C9. I think they get through to winners round 2 to face Optic in the qualification match. And then in the losers bracket, that would mean that we have 5 Fears taking on Rokkr. This 5 Fears team looks pretty serviceable, but I think Rokkr take that one. So I think in the lower qualification match, we would have C9 taking on Rokkr. I think Optic went out here. They're defending world champs. And they didn't take it seriously last year, but this is a different team. And EWC is definitely seen more favorably now than it was before, even though people still disrespect it. And they shouldn't. It's definitely seen as more serious than people saw it last year. So in the qualification match, I think C9 take the rubber match. Ironically, I think they probably do it more decisively this time. I feel like Gwyn and them, I feel like they'll be more in the swing of things, and I feel like they'll be better as a result of that. So for our top 8, let's add Optic and let's add Cloud9. Doing this as we go, guys. So let's move on to Group B. Winners round 1, we have Vancouver taking on ORC, Team Orchid. Okay, so that's Bance, Harry, Mythics, and Beans. Yeah, I think Vancouver get it done here. I think it's a 3-1. And then LA Thieves taking on Gentlemates, Kismet, Lunars, Johnny, and Diamond Con. I mean, even though famously LAG, for whatever reason, always owned the LA battle, I'm thinking Thieves. I'm thinking revenge toward Thieves right here. I think it's probably a 3-0. So I'll say 3-0 Thieves. They get through the qualification match against the Vancouver Surge. Nice little rematch from champs. Obviously, Vancouver knocked them out. I have Thieves winning this one. I think it'll be a 3-1. I think they'll be so pissed off after getting knocked out of champs by Vancouver and getting embarrassed in the way that they did that they'll come out really hot, because I know they're definitely game planning for this, and they've been game planning for it since groups were released because they want their get back. Looking at the losers bracket side of things, we would have obviously Orchid taking on Gentlemates. I think Gentlemates take it. Anything could happen here, but I think Gentlemates take it. And in the qualification match, I definitely have Vancouver taking it over Gentlemates. So that means that we will have 100 Thieves and Vancouver Surge making it through to the top 8. Then in Group C, we have Boston taking on Team War is who exactly? Assault, Two Real, Neum, and Bink. Maybe these guys make a name for themselves, like Gambit. But after seeing what we saw at Champs, I think Boston's figure out how they want to play, and it's so late stage in the game, hard to just bet against them at this point, right? So I'll say a 3-2 for Boston Breach. I think it'll probably be an unexpected close one. And then we have what I think will probably be our first upset of the tournament. We have Exodus, Pred, RCs, and TJ taking on the New Look Ultra, that of course being Kleenex, Insight, Joe, and Abe. I think Abe is going to be solid, but I just feel like this adjustment will be a little too much, especially since they retained Insight when all of us were a little bit unsure that Insight would be retained over Beans. So with that in mind, I'm going to say that the Falcons are here. I'm going to say that they're finally here and they've arrived. And yeah, I think they take this one 3-2. I think it'll be a real like shock to everybody, but I think Falcons will be probably just a little bit better than what we last saw. Roster leaves a little bit to be desired, but I think they'll probably take this one. So in the qualification match, we would have a battle of the Green Boys. We'd have Boston Breach taking on the Vegas Falcons. I think the Falcons qualify here, guys. I mean, famously, Team Falcons took EWC last year and secured themselves $8 million. So I think just with the pride of the org on the line and this being such a free pool for the taking, I think Falcons, I think they shock everybody. Maybe that's just me being a former Vegas Legion fan, me being Delulu. But yeah, I like this Falcons team the most of any in this group. I don't know why. I guess just because Boston, they've been so up and down all year. I think they're probably going to be solid at this event, but you never know. EWC is so different, and there's been another month-long layover, so we basically get a fresh reset. So I'm just gonna go with the vibes here, guys, and say Falcons take this whole first block, which means in the losers bracket we would have the Ultra taking on Team War. I think Ultra handle Team War. And then I think Ultra ultimately win the second qualification, right? I mean, all things considered, most people are going to be expecting Breach, but it's COD. And if this year's taught me anything, it's expect the unexpected and expect the guys who are lying in wait to really make the most of their single shots, right? So I'm going to say that the KOI boys take the matchup against the Boston Breach. Yeah. So I think the two teams that make it out are Movie Star KOI and Falcons as well. So that means in our last Group D pause, we will have the Miami Heretics taking on P7, which is the team that replaced Surge. P7 is Proloot. I'm sorry, the team that took Omit Brooklyn's roster spot. Project 7's Proloot, Standy, Brack, and Yuli with Coach Atura, Major Maniac, and Joker. I like this team a lot. I don't think they'll beat Heretics, but I do like this team. So I think Heretics take this one 3-1. I think Faze take down Omit, Mamba, Vivid, Craze, Mac, and Rayless. I think this is going to be a tight one because those guys won Challengers champs. I think they'll play them pretty tight in each map, but I think Faze is on a revenge tour similar to LA Thieves. So that's why I have them taking this one 3-1. Now, in the qualification match, that'll be a rematch between Faze and Heretics. I think Faze will definitely want their get back after getting 3-0'd and eliminated from champs by Miami. So I think Faze take this one 3-2. I think it'll be a game 5. I think it'll be a really close one, but I think Faze take it. But yeah. And then the losers bracket, I have, so it's Omit taking on P7. I'm going to say Omit takes this one just because they won Challengers champs. And then the qualification match, I think Heretics take it. So that rounds out our top 8. Excuse me. I think we have Heretics and Faze make it through. I think Faze going back to back. I think Optic probably gets knocked out a little bit earlier than expected, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that means in the playoffs, I don't know takes on I don't know takes on I don't know, and then we go from there. Let's see if maybe on the website it'll. Okay, and this is the schedule, guys. I don't want to like make this video too long. I've been putting out a lot of long videos, but yeah, this is scheduled for day 1 tomorrow at time of recording. So yeah, just take a long, hard look at this pause, and yeah, just refer to it if you guys need a refresher on when everything's going down. Damn, this starts at 8 a.m.? What the helly? Oh my lord. Come on, bro. 8 a.m., bro. What? Okay, so yeah, that's the schedule, guys. That's my mock of groups. I don't think there's any other way to do this. So that's okay. So basically, what I'm thinking is, I don't know how the bracket works. Let's see. Let's go back to that EWC site. Give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing to explain it. Yeah, so that'll just about wrap it up for me, guys. I'm going to here's the full schedule for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So this ends on Saturday. There's no championship Sunday, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, I'll just about wrap it up for Chaboy. This is my top 8. I'm thinking Faze and Thieves make finals. I think Cloud9 have a run. I think they have a run in them. I'm going to say they get a surprise 3rd place. Hot take, I'm going to say they get a surprise 3rd place. Falcon, no, I'll put Falcons at 7. No, I'm going to say Cloud9 gets 5th through 6th. That's more reasonable. I think Faze and LA Thieves will make finals. I think they'll just be rabid to get back to the finals. I think Optic, it's hard to count them out at this point in the game, but I think someone will take them down. I think Surge will have a really good performance as well, and they'll probably continue their top 4 consistency. Cloud9, they're just a question mark, but I feel like that team is going to be way better than people are expecting. Adding Gwyn and retaining Spart, I feel like that team looks pretty good. Honestly, like let's look at that Cloud9 team again, guys, because that team looks pretty good. Sib, Kremp, Spart, and Gwyn. I mean, yeah, like the thing was Capsule was doing pretty well, but Gwyn is so much better than Capsule, respectfully. Like, I feel like this team's going to get a big boost. Spart was playing really well with Sib, and then Kremp was Kremp. So I feel like, yeah, Cloud9, damn, who would they knock out, though? We'll leave it. That's for the eye of the beholder, as they say. Anyways, I'm thinking this is how it goes, guys. I think Movie Star and Cloud9 are top 5 through 6, and then Falcons and Heretics round out the top 8. And that's how I think it gets done. We're going to lock this in, and hopefully your boy does decently. You've successfully saved your top 8 for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You are in the running to win a prize. Ooh, hope it's a puppy. Anyways, guys, that was about wrap it up for me. Like I said before, hope you have a great morning, noon, or night, like I said many times in the past. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to share it with someone that you also think would enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoy all the COD action. I had to get through my backup of content as I'm getting back on my feet. So appreciate you guys bearing with me. Thanks to everyone who's discovered the channel this year. It's been a lot of fun just going out into the community, meeting so many new people, and getting to interact with you guys. So appreciate all the love and support in the Discord, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're supporting. And yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Once again, this is Chris Pick Sports News and Exploitation. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.